I thought my makeup was gonna look better than this. I thought I was doing a good job. But now with the lights on, I can see that it's trash. Ha! I realized last week I didn't say hi in my video. Like, I disappear for weeks and like I don't say hi, like rude. Anyways, hi guys. So I'm just gonna do this quick. So I'm going to do this quick little story time. I was gonna do another video, but I kind of want to like actually plan that out because I could ramble on for like a very long time on that video, so I don't. So this story is going to be about the time I got a concussion at rehearsal. This was in Texas. I was living in Pasadena, Texas at the time, and I believe this was my junior year of high school. Yeah, it was my junior year of high school. And I auditioned to be in The Wizard of Oz. I got casted as part of the ensemble, which was really cool because it was like my first ever like big thing. I was like excited to be a part of it. So we were starting to do rehearsals and stuff, and the theater teacher did tell us that we were going to have to buy our own dance shoes. And I'm like, what do you mean dance shoes? Because me not knowing anything about like the costuming side of it all, I didn't know what dance shoes was. So we had to buy character shoes and we had to buy jazz shoes. So character shoes are just like these like basic like either black or nude heels. They're not like super high, they're like small heels, and they are so uncomfortable. I think the trick is you're supposed to buy like a size up in character shoes. Them things hurt. And jazz shoes, boy, them things are so uncomfortable when you first get them. They're so tight and they conform to the shape of your foot. Not conform to the shape of your foot, but they like really just snug on your feet, and they're so tight and they hurt. But after a while, once they stretch out, they are the most comfortable things ever. Also, when you get new dance shoes, the bottoms are very, very slippery. So what you're supposed to do with character shoes, you're supposed to like scuff up the bottoms a lot. Me, what I did when I first got them, I actually went outside and I was like on the pavement, kind of just walking around because I never had character shoes on. Then when I got inside and looked at the bottom of the shoes, I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my goodness, these are brand new and I got them all messed up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but apparently that was something I was actually supposed to do, was supposed to mess up the bottom. With jazz shoes, they're just forever slippery. So I finally got my shoes. I was super happy to actually get them because it actually does make sense, all of what I was wearing. And one day in rehearsals, we were learning the dance for I think the jitterbug. So we were learning that. There was this specific there's a specific part in like the dance, the choreography and the song or whatever, where like all the ensemble cast, we like leave, we go on the sides, we go on the wings. That's what the sides of the stage are called. They're called wings. So we go on the wings and then we run back in the middle because that's where the main cast is, you know, where Dorothy, Tin Man, and all the rest of them all right there. We run back in and we're supposed to sing a song and then we're all supposed to just pass out on the floor. Fun, right? The first day that I actually used my jazz shoes, I was having like a little bit too much fun and I was kind of like spinning around, whatever. Anyway, so we start rehearsals for the jitterbug. Now I remember everything kind of before all this happened was like kind of a blur, but then everything after this, I remember vividly. We do the thing where we go on the wings and then we run back, but as we're running back, like I'm literally sliding on stage and I accidentally slam into the guy who's playing the Tin Man, because we were supposed to be like close together, but I accidentally like slammed into him, and then like we all fall down as we're supposed to do, but my head kind of hit the stage kind of hard, and kind of after my head bounced up, the Tin Man's entire back fell right on my head. It just smacked down on my head. So I was literally in between the Tin Man's back and the stage floor. Yup, my head was pounding so hard. I just felt like that my head was going to explode. It hurt so bad. I got off stage and a whole bunch of people saw, which kind of made sense, but I don't think the teacher saw, which was kind of weird. Like, y'all are actually sitting here watching this whole thing. I go into, I think it's like this workshop area. I don't know. I just needed to sit down because it felt like I couldn't feel my head, but it also felt like I could feel my head. It was this weird thing. And then people were coming in asking me, oh my gosh, are you okay? Blah, 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 blah. And then more people start coming in. And then apparently someone else, which was one of my friends back then, she actually got hurt too. But I think someone kicked her in the face or something. I don't know, her nose was bleeding, but somehow some people got both of our stories mixed up, and someone said, I heard that you hit your head on the stage and your nose started bleeding. Are you okay? I'm like, my nose is fine, it's my head. So I have no idea where my friend was. I was just trying to make sure I wasn't gonna die. Some people came up to me and they kind of were like scaring me, and like, you probably have a concussion, because that was really hard. Like, I saw that whole thing, blah blah blah, you have a concussion. And I'm freaking out, like, I'm probably gonna have to go to the hospital. And then they were saying how like people die from concussions and everything. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. So after rehearsals, I think the teachers like kind of cut rehearsal after that. We go into like the big hallway. I can't even describe how big this hallway was, but we go into this big hallway where it's the entrance to the theater, and we're all waiting for like our parents and siblings or whatever. So we're all waiting for our rides, of course. So now I'm like sitting kind of far away from everyone while like everyone is talking and stuff, and I'm just like, everything is so loud. I can't do I don't, like, where am I? And one of my friends, he was like, make sure you don't go to sleep because you can die. And I'm like, huh, okay. My eyes, they start getting heavy. And I kind of just, all I wanted to do was just go to sleep, because like it mostly felt like a massive migraine, and when I have migraines I just want to go to sleep. At some point my eyes are closed, and then he doesn't come near me. This is so weird. He doesn't come near me, but he throws a bottle of water by me to wake me up. And he just screams, don't go to sleep. I'm like, why would you throw a bottle? So then finally, I get up and I go to the guy who played the Tin Man. I told him like, hey, you like fell on my head. Like, your back landed on my head. Like, I know it like wasn't your fault or whatever, but I think I asked him like, can you say sorry? And he got pretty upset at me and was like, it wasn't my fault. You ran into me, blah, 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 blah. And he just kept going off, and I was just like, look, I just wanted a sorry, but you know what, it's fine. And I just walked away because I could not deal with it. I just felt that even though, like, because if it was me in the situation, even though if I didn't do it on purpose, I will still say sorry, because I mean, I was somehow involved in it, but I didn't mean to do it. It was on accident, and I know just a whole bunch of stuff. And it wasn't like it was only the ensemble cast wearing character shoes. Like, dude, you were wearing the same character shoes too. You know how slippery those shoes are. I go back, I sit down, I'm crying because honestly, I felt very alone. I just wanted a simple apology, and I just knew that I wasn't going to get it at all. And at that moment I was like actually scared, because people were telling me like, you have a concussion and you're gonna die if you go to sleep. So it's like I'm pretty scared that I'm actually going to die, and also I just wanted an apology. So I was just sitting there by myself, and everyone else is talking and laughing and all that stuff, and no one's coming to actually like check on me or whatever. And I just felt alone. And it just was worse because at that school in general, I felt alone because I was one of the few black people in that school. Yeah. I've seen like a very small group of black people, but I was like one of the few that went to that school. And I was like one of the only black person in the show. There was one other girl, but literally I think it was the day before the actual performance, she had to drop out and I had to take her spot, which was to stand on these extremely high steps, and I had to stand right at the top. And I was scared because I had to wear a dress and the heels, and I'm just like, how do I get up here fast enough? And luckily we practiced it and I didn't die, so that's great. So finally my sister comes and picks me up, and I just try to hurry up and leave because I didn't want to have to deal with anyone. And I'm like still kind of crying like a little bit, and then she asks me with an attitude, what's wrong? And then I said, nothing, I just have a migraine. Because if you are in a black family, I'm gonna just be straight up, you was probably never gonna go to the hospital because you got hospital money? No. So my sister obviously drives me home, and I just go in my room and I go to sleep, not caring if I was going to die or not because it hurt really bad. And surprised, I didn't die because I am still here to tell you guys a story. So I don't remember what happened between me and Tin Man. I guess we were all right afterwards. He never apologized. I know that for a fact. What's his real name? I just know him by Tin Man, to be honest. I don't know his actual name. So the moral of the story is, don't let people scare you into you know, stuff like that. And also just, I guess, be careful of your surroundings. Just know, like, I guess your faults, because I know my faults. Like, I slid into your back, sorry, and I was a little bit too close to you, sorry, but dude, why did you fall like back first into the floor though? You're not supposed to fall back first into the floor. Like, that's weird. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If it made any sense at all, I'm gonna edit this video and it's gonna be like, Sarah, what were you trying to say this entire time? If you did, please give it a like. Also, comment down below if you have had somewhat of a similar experience, maybe getting hit in the head real bad, or I don't know, something that happened at theater. I did actually have a theater story on my channel. I still do. It's really old, like really old. I think it was like the time I almost got suspended video. Yeah, it was that one because I was talking about the weird stuff that we did. But I would definitely love to read your stories. You can check out all my social media links down below, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do, because we're trying to get this channel up to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I think it would be pretty cool if we can make that happen. Okay, I'm gonna go because these contacts need to come out my eyeballs, and it's after, oh my gosh, it's after 1 a.m. and I have to be up in like a few hours. I really gotta fix my life. Okay, bye!